Okay, this is going to be a very short video. And I'm telling the truth this time. The last two videos turned out to be way too long. So I was hoping they'd be about 30 minutes long or something, but as it turned out, they were much longer than that. So I'm going to just zoom in on these. They're finished now. Both tool holders are finished. But there's actually only one thing that I wanted to tell you in case somebody wants to make one of these in the future. This is the round die one. I put 4 set screws in it, and this one here goes into the dimple. There's only one dimple in the solid round die that I have. I see some that have 2 dimples and a split in them. I do have some like that, some individual ones, but the set I have is like this. So that said, that's finished. Just took me a few minutes off camera to put those set screws in there. This one for the hexagon die was a little bit more trouble, and I wasn't actually expecting it to be a problem, but it was. And you can see the set screw in there. What I had to do was something a little different. Originally I put the socket that I used in the lathe, and I was able to use a standard high-speed steel cutoff blade to part it off. It was very hard, but that said, I was able to part it off. The biggest problem parting it off was not the fact that it was hard. It was the fact that that it had the 12 points in there, you know. So it was an interrupted cut on top of being a really hard piece of steel. So, but that said, I was able to cut it off quite easily. So I thought, considering I did that I was going to be able to drill a hole in here for a number 1032 set screw. That's what I thought. But when I tried to drill it with a high-speed steel drill bit, it was impossible to drill it. So I gave up that idea and realized that I needed something else to drill it with, preferably probably a carbide drill bit, which I don't have. So I dug around the shop a little bit, and I found a larger, I think it was a 1/4 inch masonry bit. So that worked actually. I drilled the hole with a 1/4 inch masonry bit. Let me pull this set screw out of here. This works quite nice actually. So I drilled the hole with a 1/4 inch masonry bit, and I looked at my scrap box, and I had a piece of brass that was about the right size. So I turned it down in the lathe just slightly and created a very tight press fit for that. It was, the brass is soft, so it press fit in there very nicely. And so I just took it over to the hydraulic press and pressed it in there. And what I did is I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. Probably not. It's probably too dark. Let's see if I turn it the right way so the light's shining on it. But I let the piece of brass protrude through, and when I pressed it in there, I put the die in there. So I wanted the bush to go almost all the way to the die. That way I have a lot of threads there. So anyway, I did that, I don't know if you can see that, so it protrudes through there a little bit. And so anyway, when you place the die in there and set screw, it works quite nicely. So that solved the problem. And that was, I had the stuff sitting here in the shop, it worked. So I will say that I used a 1/4-inch masonry drill bit, and it doesn't look too good right now. So I can probably put it on the diamond wheel and clean it up a little bit so I can use it for a masonry drill bit again, but it was a little bit hard on it, to say the least. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that these things are completed. The set screws are all in there. They both work extremely well, so I'm quite happy with them, and I think they'll be a nice addition to my toolbox. And so anyway, that's that. I'll call off now, and I'll post this little short video. Hopefully it's only about 5 or 10 minutes long, and maybe when I have some more time I'll make a video to demonstrate these, but they work quite nice. There's no problem at all with them. I've got the piece of silver steel right here. It works in both of them. So, quite nice. Works in this one. Hear that? This one's a little looser fit. That's the second one we did. This one is a really nice fit. Hear that? I love it. But this one's a little looser, but that doesn't matter. They'll both be just fine. So I'll call off now, and let's see what happened here. I guess I'm zoomed in enough. If I move them, you won't see them. Okay. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.